Good morning. Good morning. It is a beautiful day here in Tallahassee. I'm so happy to be with you today. I do have to share with you that there was news this morning of a very dear friend who passed away and transitioned and was a beautiful spirit and a wonderful contributor to not just our community but nationally and globally. And I am just now sending my heart out to all those that loved her and family as well. So I want to honor her in thought and spirit right now. Thank you for doing that with me. Thank you. Hey, Wendy, I'm so glad you're here. Let me get you down here because you are the first person I just found out Ruth came over and told me, and she's here with me today too. So we're going to honor her with that and today and all good thoughts in this moment. Hey, Deborah. Okay. Wendy, I'm so glad. You know, you've been in my thoughts, Wendy, because I know that you haven't been out there as much as before. And for whatever reason that is, I'm happy for you, but I'm happy that you're here and I'm happy that you're participating. So that is so great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Catherine, I have got you down. So we have our people, our 3 people for the reading today. This is going to be an interesting reading. And thank you, Wendy. I am too. It's really important, isn't it, to have that connection. I'm putting on my glasses so I can see my writing better. And just to give you an update now of what's going on. But what I'm really excited about is this morning when I got up in the middle of the night to, hey, Wendy, my other Wendy. So I have a double Wendy. Okay. All right. I got to put Wendy Vargas down as well. So I got up in the middle of the night this morning to, the usual. Nature is calling. And I got back in bed and there was this message to me, and it was like I received this download and it's something that I'm supposed to do. And so it's not even on my website. It's not out there. I put it in the comments. And because I've been really talking about the eclipse that's coming up, well, not the eclipse, but the winter solstice and the combination of the alignment of Jupiter and Saturn at that time at 0 degrees Aquarius, it's just going to be so powerful because we have this preliminary powerful lunation tomorrow at 11:17 Eastern Standard Time. So we've got these things happening like boom, 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 right after another. You know, Saturn moves into Aquarius on December 17th, December 19th. Jupiter moves into Aquarius, and then the 21st, they all come together at 0 degrees Aquarius as the sun moves into Capricorn. So this is really an amazing, powerful time to create, to really create. Hey, Jackie. So I put the comments in up, around this. I don't have anything on my website yet because it just came to me, but I had to share it. Hey, Rose. And that is going to be, it's going to be the reading for the solstice. That's going to be, what does December 21st hold for you? We each have our own natal chart. And so Sagittarius, Aquarius, whatever we're talking about, depending upon which lunation we're talking about, has its own place in your chart. So this is going to be an hour reading at half price. My normal hour reading is $197. This is going to be $97. And it's going to involve giving you your birth chart, where Jupiter and Saturn come together in your chart. It's going to be setting up a plan depending upon how that reading turns out, plus a 1 hour, plus a 1 card reading. And this is all going to come together in 1 hour for you for only $97. Now, I put a PayPal link in. Like I said, I don't have a landing page on my website. It just came to me. So I'm posting it, I'm sharing it because this is really, really, I think it's really important. And for me to have that download at 3:30 in the morning, then I'm surprised it wasn't 3:33, then it would, and it could have been, that I'm supposed to share this. So I've done that. The comments are there, and I will set up a landing page on my website to handle this as well, because I just really feel this is so important. And it's good to have a roadmap. Do we have to make the choices that come out of that reading? Never. We have free will. We can make our own choices, but it's nice to know what our options are and what choices we do have. Now, getting to tomorrow, we have the solar eclipse. We have the new moon solar eclipse. And this is in Sagittarius. Right now, the sun is in Sagittarius, Mercury's in Sagittarius, and of course, the moon is in Sagittarius. So all of this together, and then the Mercury is making an aspect to Neptune today that talks about faith. So this may bring, okay, gotta get my glasses on. This may bring some information for you that you need to know about expanding. I've been placing and feeling a positive energy on this, because that's what needs to be now. That's what we are generating now. It's not about, oh my God, I'm going to be so glad to see 2020 go, and taking that negative feeling with us. It's about what are the good things that we want to expand on from 2020, that we want to even make even better in 2021. And we can only do that if we start with the positive. We've all heard that phrase, wherever you go, you take yourself with you. So if you're going to start with still feeling negative emotion about 2020, you're going to take that with you. And I'm not diminishing some of the things that have happened to us in 2020. By no means am I diminishing that. What I am expanding on is the positive side of it. We can sit there and be stuck and be in our wounds and, grind our teeth and mash our hand, whatever we want to do. But does that feel good? Isn't it time to feel good? What is going to feel good for you? And that's going to be creating something different. So it's about expansion. Sagittarius is expansion. It's a fire sign. It's optimism and positivity, education and understanding. And that's what Sagittarius, which naturally rules the 9th house of the zodiac, is. I understand. Sagittarius is I understand. So this is about creating a new system of energy. We're creating that. It's a portal, if you will, a gateway, if you will, to something brand new, something that we can create, something that, yes, celebrating. It's about celebrating our loved ones, whether here or they've transitioned. It's about celebrating who we are because of our experiences, because of the people that we've met, because of the love that we felt. Whatever that is, it's all about celebrating, and that's what Sagittarius is about. So the other part of this is Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. We're looking at the winter solstice, which means Aquarius, that whole Aquarius conjunction. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, so it's about technology. So here we are finding even newer ways of using technology to create, connect, and new things. Creating new things, whatever it is that we want to do. Sagittarius is fire. It's truth. It's about the future. Water signs are about the past. That's when we move in, when we talk about the water signs. Hey, Pamela. So, but we're in a fire sign now. And when we go into that fire sign, we're talking about the future. So where does Sagittarius rule in your chart? That's what's really the impact. And that's how that house is affected. For me, Sagittarius rules my 5th house. My 5th house will then feel this new moon solar eclipse tomorrow at 23 degrees of Sagittarius. For me, it's in a wonderful positive aspect to my sun, which is at 26 degrees of Leo. So optimism in the house that Sagittarius shows up in is what really counts. Think about if you are a Sagittarius rising. My sun is a Sagittarius rising. This is the opportunity for positive feelings, positive things that can happen. Expansion, dreaming big. It's, yes, we can focus on our limits, but aren't we tired of focusing on our limits? I know I am. I want to focus on expanding. How am I going to do that? How are we getting out there? It's about learning from past experiences and not getting stuck in them. And I'm going to say that again. It's about learning from our past experiences, but not getting stuck in them. Doesn't that feel good? To feel like you're shedding all of that glue and goop that's holding you back? Yes, Pamela, tired of focusing on the limits. We keep hearing about that. Oh, well, these are blocks and these are limiting and these are whatever. I mean, come on. What are your positives? Let's go there. We have the sun, the moon, and Mercury in Sagittarius, a positive fire sign that's truth and expansion. Let's go for it. Let's use that energy of tomorrow. Let's use that energy of tomorrow. Thank you, Pamela. Shed that stuff. Yes. Take off that heavy coat and just radiate that beautiful cloth that you're wearing now of so many colors. All those beautiful, wonderful colors. So, stop replaying the old movies. Look to the future and create that new movie. What is that new movie that you want to create? Doesn't that feel good? You are not only the writer, you're the director, you're everything. And now you can watch it. Now you can watch it. So again, the messages and the downloads that I'm receiving about focusing on this fire energy, focusing on this positivity, and this new winter solstice with the alignment of and the conjunction that means, and we've been watching it happen in the sky. This is not something that's like so woo-woo. We're looking in the sky, watching Jupiter and Saturn come closer and closer together until they'll look like one magnificent, bright, almost star on December 21st. We can do that. We can take that positive energy and create. So let's move to the new moon reading. Let's now begin that new moon reading in this space, this positive space of creation. Now, the other special that I have is the New Year Ahead 2021. I'm also going to be having that special in January. So if you feel that it's more important for you to focus on using this energy of the solstice, of the winter solstice, and this new moon tomorrow, take advantage of both of that reading. That, like I said, I don't even have a landing page for it. I just put the description in the comments here above this reading and this Facebook Live, and I put the link. And from there, we'll move on and get you scheduled, because this, to me, it just really feels important. It really feels that this is our focus. We have had so many experiences. I'm not diminishing them. What I am asking you to do, and what I'm really working on for myself as well, is taking all that positivity and making it fantastic. Creating that movie. Not being stuck in it, shedding all of that old stuff, and being that positive light. I've come to own, and I was sharing this with the Tarot Flow group, I have been describing myself, and you'll see it on my website and in my emails and whatever, as a spiritual, and then I have / accountability coach. And I've really learned to embrace that, because it's about your spirit, your higher self. What is it that you really want to do with that? How you want to take that? Because you can feel it. You can feel it. And then somehow we start focusing on what's happening around us, and it's bringing us down. Let's focus on that positivity. And the accountability part comes in not only with your action, but you staying true to yourself. Sometimes we have to work at that. we have old beliefs or old habits that we just have to shed, the word that Pamela likes, and focus on what is really important for us. So this is the reading again. It's through your natal chart, focusing on where all of this is happening in your natal chart. And in fact, I'll even talk about tomorrow's new moon in there, because the full moon is December 30th in Cancer. So I think this is so important. I think this is so important for us to take all this energy and really discover how we're going to use it. The other part of what I now claim for myself, it's not just naming it, but now I'm really claiming it, is the ability, and I didn't realize it. It was, have you ever been doing some stuff all along the way and all of a sudden it dawns on you, wow, look, I didn't realize that I was doing that. I didn't realize that that was a benefit to other people, but then here it is. And that is, if you're involved with so many different things, whether it's different programs for your business or activities outside of yourself, taking those and bringing them together to synthesize them into a single focus to help you move forward in a true fashion to your own higher self and spirit. It's about honoring your spirit, and that is honoring your light. And that's where that's where my messages have been coming of late, and the understanding that that is my purpose. And you know what? When you finally get to that knowing, and that's what I wish for everyone, it really feels good. Now, in that knowing, in that positive energy, let's move to the new moon reading. It's just a 7-card reading. And yes, we're going to use some of those words that I said we were going to shed, but that's okay. We still have to identify them to shed them. Sometimes we're not even aware that that's going on. So here we go. All right, I'm shuffling the cards, and I'm going to relate this. This is a general new moon reading, but I want to relate this to the intensity and the power of this new moon solar eclipse in Sagittarius. I've shuffled the cards, dividing the deck. And those of you that know me know that I take the summary card from the bottom of the deck and I put it off to the side. So, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Interesting, because this is a 7-card reading, and right now we have 4 major arcana cards out of 7. So this is really, and the major arcana cards are at a soul level. It's not really soul contract, because to me, any contract that you have from the past can be null and void by just declaring it, because we have free will in this moment. So this is about our soul level of recognizing that that's what this part is coming from. What have I released? Okay, this is the Princess of Cups. I love her. The Princess of Cups is basically the muse. So what I've released is all those thoughts, and they're just thoughts and feelings of inadequacy, of not being enough, of not being capable, of not having it happen, of not all the what I was not. Releasing all that and recognizing that it is amazing, because you are amazing. I now understand that I am my own muse. What does that mean? I am hearing my own messages. I understand my own messages. I'm not judging them. If I am getting some spiritual download of whatever, I am now recognizing that's what that is. It is not just something that I think is whimsical, so I'm not going to pay attention to it. I now realize that those are real. if I have the thought that I should be, in simplest terms, calling a friend because their whole essence comes to me as an awareness, call them. There's a reason that that's happening. There's a reason. All of those thoughts that are coming to you at that higher level are really important. So I don't have to judge it. I don't have to view, well, I can't be thinking that. That's ridiculous. Why would that thought even come to me? All of those thoughts are coming to you because it's possible. It's real. And that is about listening and feeling it. Listening and feeling it. Second card, where am I now? This is the moon, and this is a major arcana card. I am in a more intuitive place. We have that new moon tomorrow, that solar eclipse, new moon in Sagittarius. I'm going to honor it and recognize it by following my intuition, by knowing that what I am sensing and feeling is real. I am capable of doing that dream that I'm thinking of. I am capable of doing so many things. Yes, I trust my intuition because I believe it. Now, so far, what we've been talking about is trusting your inner knowing and your intuition. And that's what's really important about this one, because we get so many messages from the outside about how we're not enough. Let's face it, every ad that we see is our skin's not good enough, our weight's not good enough, our makeup's not good enough, all of it, whatever it happens to be, go buy this because you'll feel better. So even ads out there are giving us these negative messages. And what I'm saying to you is trust that you know who you are. Hey, Brenda, Lisa. So, third card, what is emerging within me? Another major arcana card. What is emerging within me? This is called the Judgment card. This is a rebirth. This is a renewal. I am starting over again because I am shedding, and that seems to be that word, Pamela, that we're going to be using. I am shedding my old thoughts and beliefs to the ones that I truly know, because I trust who I am inside. I trust what I am feeling. I trust that I know that this is true. So I am going to shed that coat of self-loathing and open up to self-love, because I know that that's who I truly am. I love myself enough to know that I can accomplish these things. Yes, Deborah, what is emerging within you? And that's a good meditation in itself to figure that out, because I really love that card. And I really love the thought behind it. What do I wish to grow? And I love this card. Yes, I love how the universe works. So this is the Eight of Wands. Wands is the fire sign. Hello, we've got Sagittarius just, flaming and igniting us all over the place. The Eight of Wands, everything is moving up. Whatever I choose, whatever I desire, it's all happening. Because I'm on that journey to making it happen. I'm on that journey to power and pleasure and just knowing that I have it. I have it. You've had the power all along. Now it's time to recognize it. Now it's time to recognize it. It's all on the right path. It's all going in the right direction. It's all really happening. Fifth card. How can I bring my goals and intentions to fruition? Another major arcana card. And guess which one this is? Hello, the Devil. This is about how can I bring my goals and intentions into fruition? Again, Pamela, here we go. Shedding. It's about shedding the old beliefs. It's about shedding those old limiting thoughts that have us stuck. See the chains of being held in place? It's about shedding the chains. It's about shedding anything. And when that happens, this guy goes poof, because he's non-existent. There aren't any old habits or restrictions or obsessive behaviors or addictions. Any type of, and we can apply addictions not just to, drugs, alcohol, that kind of thing. It's addictive behaviors. It's addictive whatevers. Things that we feel, oh no, I've got to do this. I can't live without that. Whatever that happens to be, shed the chains. How can I bring my goals and intentions to fruition? Wow, I just love how the universe works and brings all these cards together. Because we were talking about that. We were talking about you have no limits. It's not about limits. It's about creation and expansion. I love it. Okay, 6th card. What additional resources are available to me to manifest? Another major arcana card. This is the Justice card. There are many resources. What I love about this is weighing them out. What is really going to work for you? What is it that really makes it happen? And trust that sword of truth. And that's exactly what she's holding. Trust your truth. You know your truth. Now, how do you move forward in that truth? That's what you weigh. What feels good to do with that? Weigh it with, does this feel good, or is this an obligation? Or I'm supposed to do it? Or is this something that makes my heart sing? Weigh it. That's how you move forward. But it's always about standing in your own truth, honoring your spirit. And that, if there's any message now, it's about honoring you, honoring who you are, honoring those we love, celebrating you, celebrating those we love. It is really important to find that joyful space, that joyful place. Summary card. You're going to love this because some people have had this before in the single card readings, and this is the Queen of Cups. The whole thing is about feeling good. And if you choose to share, if you choose to give, if you choose to honor yourself first and then others come after that, honoring our higher self, spirit, source, whatever that higher power is that you choose, the next in line, if we're going to do a hierarchy, the next in line is you, because that's your connection, because you're part of that already. You are that. Then everybody else and everything else. Because then you share from love and a full cup. A cup that's overflowing for you to give. But it's about honoring who you are first. We all have our own journey. We all have who we are and what we're supposed to do. We cannot be a part of someone else's journey and have it be ours too. Even in a romantic relationship, a family relationship, we have to honor each other for who we are and then move forward. And that's what's important. Honoring your higher self, that's right, Sue, which is connected to Source, and then you. And being able to honor yourself allows you to have even more love to share and honor those that we love, that are here or have moved on, have transitioned. That's a loss, but once we connect with them, they're still here. They still don't leave us. They're not in physical form, but they're always a part of us. Okay, let's breathe that one, because that was a powerful one. So you can imagine the reading that will be powerful for both the eclipse and if you choose to have your own personal new moon solar eclipse reading. And that the new moon reading's on my website. The winter solstice reading is not. I am going to be doing a winter solstice reading that's going to be a tarot reading, and that will be next week, I think. And totally different from the winter solstice reading that involves astrology and tarot, and half price for 1 hour for $97 instead of $197. So yes. Okay, so I've now shuffled the cards. So we have Wendy Watkins. Okay. All right, Wendy. 7 of Cups. Choices and choices and choices and choices. It feels like you've been sitting with it because there have been a lot of choices that you've had coming to you. All good things. Maybe some not so much. But things that have been coming to you. And I'm hearing that it even revolves around Hanukkah and different choices coming to you that may be gifts, not necessarily physical gifts, but yes, that too. But there's just a lot happening around you. So I'm hearing gifts, and gifts can be options and choices, and gifts can be the actual physical gift that you get to open. So I'm not feeling anything bad about this. I'm feeling that you are in a joyful place now of having options, having choices, giving and receiving. It feels really good. It's that holiday joy that I'm sensing from you. And the vision of moving forward, of knowing I've taken this time for myself, and a lot of people have because we've had no choice, but then we've also taken advantage of it, is I now know who I am, so I can now decide how I want to go forward. Ooh, wow. That feels really good, Wendy. Yeah, that feels really, really good. It feels very joyful. And of course, it would be joyful because you are the joy lady. So yes, that's what drew me to you at the unconference, is when you presented and talked about joy and knowing how much I love using that and incorporating that as well. But you take it to a whole new level, and I love how you do that. Thank you, Wendy. Okay, Deborah. All right, Deborah, you got this card because you really liked it. The Queen of Cups. And need I say more, Queen of Cups? Okay? This is about sharing from that full cup. But, don't you love those buts? But, Deborah, have the ability to receive with an open heart as well. Giving with an open heart and receiving with an open heart. And I'm not picking on you, Deborah, in any way. We love giving. I mean, most of us just love giving. But then we sometimes have the difficult place of being in the receiving end of it. And I know you understand giving and receiving being the same energy. But allow yourself to receive and give. Allow those people that are giving to you the gift of giving as well. So enjoy this holiday. So it sounds like it's going to be a really, really good one. Okay, Catherine. Four of Wands, Catherine. Four of Wands is, it actually, this is the fire sign. This is the fire sign. So it's about the four, you're going to love this. It's about the four corners of a home and a foundation. And so this is about celebrating home. And it might be a tiny home, but it's about celebrating it and celebrating those steps and celebrating how it's moving on and celebrating every step of the way of this journey as it comes to fruition. So, Catherine, you're building that tiny house in your backyard, and it's it came this week, and now the journey continues. So this is about celebrating every part of making that creation. Every part of making that creation. And I know here it comes around the holidays, working on that, plus your business and career in what you do, and family. And so it seems like it may seem a little chaotic, but it's all coming together. And that's what I love. It's all coming together perfectly. It's all coming together perfectly. Isn't that great? That is so perfect. Okay, and just one last card, because my 2 Wendy's came in. And Josephine, how I do the cards is that the first 3 people that engage on the page are the ones that I write down. So if you get in there early, I get and engage, then you get a card reading that way, the single card reading. Yes, celebrate the strong foundation. Okay, Wendy Vargas. All righty. So what we have is new ideas of things going on. And I have to do this for you, Wendy, because, and this doesn't seem like it would be fun, Wendy Vargas, but this card stuck to it. And that's the 5 of Wands, which shows that there's been a lot of confusion. Well, it's the holidays, and I know that we're trying to do holidays different, and you're trying to juggle between work and family and, kids and people and all the stuff. So this can create this chaos. But you are so inventive and so creative that there are going to be new ideas for you to get around this. Again, the theme has really been, and it really came out yesterday morning when we did Tarot Flow, which are the single card reading and the essential oil blend that comes out of that Angie does, that develops. So it's really, that one was powerful yesterday. And that one was really focused on self-love. And that's what this is about. You've got a lot going on because you have a big heart, which you've had those cards before about pure love and pure giving. But now it's your turn to kind of, be easy on yourself. And that is about, okay, so if I've got this going on, all the confusion, so many things to do. It's not a negative thing. It's just that we got a lot of stuff going on. Got that, then you have the ideas. You have the creativity to put everything into action. The other word that came out yesterday was delegate. So if there's any way that you can delegate, do it. And I know, like Rosie's not there to help because, she's with her dad. But if there's any way that you can do that, yes, please do that. Yes, Angie, thank you, because that was a powerful tarot flow that we did yesterday morning. And so our next one, because we alternate between evenings and Saturday mornings, so our next one is going to be January 14th at 7 o'clock. And then the February one will be on a Saturday morning. But we kind of alternate so that people have more opportunities to participate in that. So yes, that will be perfect. So this was amazing. Again, reach out to me with any questions, with anything that you need answered. And it's absolutely wonderful. I want you to feel this expansion and this excitement. I want you to feel that this something better is coming, and you get to create it. Again, that the winter solstice reading, it's more than the reading I'm going to do next week, which is just about the change of the sun from Sagittarius into Capricorn. It's more than that. This one involves your personal natal birth chart and how the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction on December 21st, as the sun moves into Aquarius, affects you personally. It's not a general reading. So you'll have all of that, for half price. Instead of $197 for an hour reading, it'll be $97. You'll get your natal chart. You'll get a recording of the reading. You'll get a single card reading, and we'll have the opportunity to talk about how we use the information that comes out of your reading for you to move forward into the future. So it's going to be powerful. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be amazing because you are. Because you are. Again, I still have the other special, which is the half an hour reading at half price, which is the new year 2021. And I'll still be having that in January. So if you want to take advantage of the winter solstice special reading that just came to me at 3:30 in the morning, please do that. And there'll always be the half hour special of $49 for the new year ahead next month. I'm going to keep that through next month. It's exciting times. I know that you feel it. I know that you feel the positive energy. We've experienced so much this year, and we're taking all of that we learned. No matter, we're not focusing on the loss, we're focusing on the gifts. We're not focusing on the bad times. We're focusing on creating even better times. And that's what we're taking into 2021. So next week, again, I'll be doing the sun moving into Capricorn reading, but will be totally different from this special that I have here. So it'll be good. It'll be good. Oh, yes, there you go. All right, Angie. So please enjoy your Sunday. View it as an absolutely amazing day with the sun, the moon, and Mercury in Sagittarius, and Mercury having this wonderful, wonderful aspect to Neptune, which just makes us feel joyful and have faith that all is well and even better than it can be, than we even imagine. I wish you joy this Sunday, and remember, joy has your name on it. Have a wonderful day.